Hi everyone, welcome to today's lesson. My name is Agung Istri Santi. I am from class 4C and group G. My last name is 077. Have you ever wondered how an aeroplane calculates its exactly flight path, or how a ship determines its position on a map? Yeah, it's art related to function concept we are going to explore today, vectors. And the next, before we dive in, here are the three things we will master today. First, students are able to explain the definition of vectors, and second, students are able to identify the type of a vector, and last, students are able to apply vector operation. Next, so what is a vector? Yeah, a vector is a quantity that has both magnitude and direction. Remember, it is symbolized by an arrow. Let's look at this airplane's image. The line from point A to point B represent the vector AB. The length of the arrow represents the magnitude of the vector. Next, yeah, vector come in different form. We have a negative or opposite vector. A negative vector or a opposite vector is a vector with the same magnitude but opposite direction vector. An example, look the image. Zero vector. A zero vector is a vector with zero length and no specific direction. A zero vector is a group equality represented by a point. Look the image. Yeah. And next, equivalent vector. A vector is equivalent to another vector if it has the same magnitude and direction as the other vector. And the example, look the image. Vector AB, vector CD, and vector AF. Next, now, let's test your understand. Look at this the image. Now, based on what we just learned, which a vector are opposite to each other. Yeah, good. N, A, N, D. N, A, N, D. Good. And next, good. B and I. B and A. Two, the equivalent vector is correct. B and G have the same magnitude and direction. Good job. Next. Yeah, no, what is a vector on coordinate system? Yeah, we can uh we can write the in column or form. For example, vector AB equal minus 8 minus 6 equal minus 8 minus 6. We can also calculate the vector length using the Pythagoras theorem. Magnitude vector AB equal minus minus 8 power 2 plus minus 6 power 2 and equal 10. Next, vector operation explain. Nah, one, vector adding operation. When we add the vector P plus vector W, we simply add their corresponding component. Geometrically, this can be visualized by placing the time of the second vector at the as of the first formula. Vector V plus factor w equal x1 plus x2, xy plus xy plus x1 plus x plus y2. And the example, uh, vector view vector p plus vector y equal -4 minus 3 plus -4 0 and equal 0 minus 3. Next is a vector subtraction. Subtraction vector A and from a vector P is the sum as adding vector P to the negative of vector A, and the formula P plus minus A and equal the formula x1 minus x2 and y1 minus y2. And the example if vector V minus vector A is equal 4 minus 3 minus minus 2 and the equal 2 minus 5. And the next scalar multiplication. This operation cleans a vector by a vector of Q. Sunny is a magnitude and formula a vector Q U equal Q times X Q times Y. Example, if a vector 2U equal 2 times minus 3 1 and the equal minus 6 2. And the next example 1 vector U plus vector W. We add the component of a vector U 5 minus 2 and vector Y minus 5 0. Which result in 0 minus 2. And quiz 2, example 2, vector A minus vector V equal, we subtract vector V minus 4, 2, and vector A minus 2 minus 2 and the equal minus 6 0. And the example 3, vector 2a plus a vector 3 w and the equal 2 that minus 2 plus 3 that times 3 minus minus 5 0 and the equal minus 4 minus 4 plus minus 15 0 and the equal minus 19 minus 4. Okay, that's what up our lesson on a vector. We have seen how to perform operation and apply the real word problem. Thank you for listening and we'll see you in the next class. Bye bye.